Up, folks? This is the Machism with after midnight Waifu anime trash hour let's play of Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. I believe I had this game for probably over a year. I bought it at launch, so I got the little, came in a little nice box. I didn't get the limited edition box set, but I got the standard edition box set, which I believe came with a soundtrack, some DLC, and it came in a nice little spiffy little box. What can I say about this game? Well, it's Senran Kagura, and since it's Senran Kagura, you're going to have underage waifus. Well, legal age by Japan standards. So you're going to get it's an action, it's a pretty much a beat 'em up, just like the other game I played, my other, waifu anime trash let's play. But this one is basically a remaster of the first game that debuted on, I believe, the Nintendo DS. What can I say about this game? I don't know what to say about this game, really. I know I haven't beat it yet. Can I switch my shinobi for this mission? What the hell did I do? I don't know. I think Hibari is the main character for this mission. Go to Hibari. I don't think I did this mission yet, but let's give it a shot. With this remaster, I think they upped the graphics a little bit to make them a little bit more spit shinier. I think they brought them up to Peach Beat Splash level of graphics. Gameplay, not as much as in depth. I think it might be, I don't know. It's Senran Kagura. I can't really say if the gameplay is that in depth or not. It's a hack and slash beat 'em up with jiggly bosomed, barely, pretty much underage girls by United States standards. Here we got a bunch of text because this is what the Senran Kagura is. It's a beat 'em up with visual novel like storytelling. And they went the really cheap route, so there's a lot of reading with no voice acting. These games are made on a budget. Marvelous is no joke. They will pump out these kind of games a lot, and they use the same engine all the time. And basically, if they sell, if they sell at least 100,000 copies, they'll be happy with the sales of these games. I don't think they sell 100,000 copies. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. These games are very niche. They're not sought after, so they're if you find the right seller, you can get them pretty cheaply, but since they're very niche, they hold their value pretty well because the demand to have them is kept up by its fan base. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of text here. You guys can read the text if you want. I'm trying to speed through them because oh, there's some voice acting for some sound effects. Yeah, so finally, maybe we'll get to some fighting. I'm going in raw on this one with no lube. Usually before I go into these games, I pick up the manual so I can figure out the controls. Now we're going in raw. I haven't played this game. Sometimes I'll like put a game in and play it for like maybe 10 minutes just to dust it off to see if it still works. And I think the last time I played this game, I don't know, I didn't check the date on my save when I loaded up my saves. But it's been a while. They could have told this whole story in like a freaking anime cutscene. Even like a still cutscene with some voice acting. You know, with some art, some of that sexy Senran Kagura art. Would have been good, but like I said, these games are made on a budget. So they are going to cut corners. See, this wouldn't be so bad if they didn't take so long to go through. I know I could probably skip them, but yeah, this is my one gripe for these games. It's just a lot of visual novel stuff that I don't really care for. Thank God there's an anime for this video game series. So if you want all the context and the inner struggle of these characters and battles and rivalries, watch the anime. It makes a lot more sense. You're gonna get a lot more fan service. Yeah, this is just too much, man. It's like I'm spending shit the first 8 to 10 minutes of my battery going through all this text. This is too much. At least we're getting voice acted whenever they talk, but please let me go fight. Oh great, more words. Jeepus. If you are fans of this series and watch my Let's Play, I'm sorry to be such a negative Nancy when it comes to the visual novel aspects of this series of games, but I'm sorry. I bought these games as, you know, to play it as a beat 'em up and to look at jiggly breasted fictional female characters. I didn't buy it so I could go through 8 to 15 minutes of text on a screen. And I come from a generation where we had Ninja Gaiden. I played a lot of RPGs on the original Nintendo where you had nothing but text tell you the story, but at least you had moving pictures and animation. And it didn't take forever to go through those cutscenes. But yeah, this is just a chore. You're looking at this still shot. Yeah. Oh my god, can I just play the frickin' game? It's taking forever. Let me get to another screen. Okay. And half the time these little stories don't make any frickin' sense. It's like melodramatic, kind of weird, interpersonal kind of stories and bullshit. Hey, you're better off watching the anime.
に忍びの修行をして強くなっても呼吸系の攻撃を食らえば一発で終わりだ。水遁の術は水の中に潜るだけの技術じゃない。土の中に埋められても毒ガスを食らって竹筒はいつも持っておけ。危ないと思ったらすぐに
Oh, they're
加
going
え
back
るん
to
だ。
this freaking still scene? Come on. I'm gonna speed through this because I just want to play the freaking game. We got more? This is ridiculous. Wow. Are you effing kidding me? Okay, they did all this whole thing to basically finally bring up the protagonist. Alright. I might get my ass kicked because I forgot the buttons, but we'll figure it out. Oh, I changed her look. See, if they would have did it all just like this, it would have been so much better. But you know you're an idiot. Exactly. Yeah, this game they kind of upped the visual quality of the character models, make the graphics a little bit better, a little bit sharper. Yeah, this is the series of games that make my cousin cringe. Can we fight already? I spent like my first 8 minutes speeding through hella text just to get to this point. It's funny, this little bitch right here, she was my main character in for Senran Kagura 2, Deep Crimson on the 3DS. She was my main character, but that's because it's like she's hella cheap. The game was actually kind of hard when you get to like later missions and stuff. The computer was hella cheap. It was hella aggressive, but her, since she's all range with machine guns coming from up under her skirt, she was kind of OP. And plus the fact there was a DLC on the 3DS version that basically you can adjust the breast size of other girls, so I gave her these big old wrecking ball boobs on the DS version of the game. Yeah, because she's kind of flat-chested. And I think the DLC was about her. Was it about her? Yeah, she had she did some kind of ninja magic thing where she picked a person and then she would steal like their boob size or whatever. But something backfired to where what's her name's the main protagonist of the Senran Kagura, her tits ended up getting bigger, and they kept on getting bigger over the course of the DLC until she had to fight and figure out a way to get them reduced and back to normal. That's on the DS game. I wish they would remake that game with the DLC, but Sony will not allow it. Sony's been censoring their Japanese waifu games. Yeah, fight for justice, you with your pink pigtails and cat ears. We can do it, Habari. Probably not. I forgot how to play this game. Ooh, I could go from frantic right off the bat. Nice. Have her fighting her draws. Alright, let me see if I remember how to play this damn game. Alright. Alright, so I forgot how to do the air combos. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this game's about. Air combos, baby. The enemies are pretty much damage sponges. Okay, why am I locked on this bitch if she ain't dying? Okay, what does L button do? L2 do? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can still juggle her ass forever. Oh, yeah, that teddy bear of death. Alright, where am I going? Going the wrong way. No, it's going the right way. This camera. I don't like this whole auto lock function. I gotta figure out how to get that right. This auto lock function is kind of right. Yeah, I do not like this. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh! There we go. Ninja Girl transformation. She had on less clothes with her regular outfit. Ooh, I leveled up. Okay, she has different attacks in this different form, so now I gotta figure out, I would say the computer's a lot more aggressive in this game. Because I know, I also gotta figure out what her launcher is. Okay. Where am I going now? I also want to explore, break some boxes. Oh my god, we got shooters here. Okay, we gotta get rid of these people with these bows and arrows. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, she plays differently. I would say the characters all kind of play differently in this game compared to other Senran Kagura games. Mission accomplished. Ba-dum.
で全員倒したのかな。ひばり。
There's Yagyu. Yes, and I took her hairstyle and put it on Hibari. So they can be like sisters.
さあ、逃げるぞ。動けるか。逃がさないわよ。柳生ちゃん、ありがとう。ごめんね。
Ooh, excuse me.
いつも助けてもらって。気にするな。
Yeah, Hibari is still a child, and Yagyu was like her biggest fan and protector.
ダメだね、私って。いつまでも柳生ちゃん頼りで。そんなことはない。いつでも俺を頼ればいい。ひばりが呼べば。
That's because Yagyu
いつでも
loves you, Hibari.
駆けつける。柳生ちゃん、どうしたの？さっきのやつの銃弾が当
Oh
たった。
no, she's been shot.
でも心配するな。かすり傷だ。
Oh, she's dead.
嘘でしょ。柳生ちゃん、嫌だよ。しっかりして。
Call 911. Does she go up a level? Yeah, the leveling in this game is pretty slow. I'm not gonna lie. Secret growth medicine and missions. Oh yay. New technique has been unlocked. Gain twice as much secret growth medicine and missions. Whatever that is. Okay, top secret files, prophetic dream from grade school. Pictures. Okay. I think the cool thing about when this game dropped, I think like the first week it came out, the company released, if you bought it like day one, if you bought it like the first week or 2 weeks it came out, or the first month, but I think it was like the first month the game came out, like half the DLC characters were free. And I thought that was really cool for the company to do that, having a good chunk of the DLC characters for free. Because since this game is like a remaster of the first game, a lot of the characters that were in Estebo Versus, you know, weren't created when this game came out. And so they put up a lot of those extra characters as DLC. And it was free. But after about a month, they were no longer free. You had to buy them. You had to pay for them. But it was cool that the first month of the game coming out, you know, a lot of the DLC characters were free. But I do recall that I bought about 4 copies of this game around early 2021. GameStop had these games on sale, like this game specifically, for $9.99, $10 for this game. And I sold them. I resold those games between $20 to $25 each. So I doubled up on what I spent, especially when I bought them during their if you buy 5 get 50% off sale. So that means I only paid $5 per game, and I sold them for between, you know, $20 to $25. So I basically tripled, you know, what I spent, or almost quadrupled what I spent for buying the games. Because I know collectors and fans of this series, they will pay between $20 to $30 for a complete copy of Senran Kagura games, especially this one. I would say it was common in my area here in Stockton, California. You could find a copy, but they didn't have a lot of copies. So if you saw it there, you better buy it. But I have seen copies of this game collect dust for about a couple of months before somebody picked it up. And then like the standard copy of the game, which didn't come in a box, would be on the shelf, but the box versions, you would have to ask the person if they have it. And my local GameStop, they had like the collector's editions and limited edition versions of these games, but you had to ask them if they had it. Otherwise, if you don't ask them, they weren't going to tell you they had it. You wouldn't have known they had it. So now we got to go through this, find out how Yagi was doing. Alright, where did she get shot at? Yeah, sorry about that. Going through this more visual novel story stuff. But they make it so boring. They could have made this aspect of the game a lot more exciting and, you know, a little bit better. Should have been like animate cutscenes, or they could have had like an Estival versus, have you see the little characters, you know, 3D models of the characters and they're talking or whatever. But they could have had like some drawing, the illustrator draw some drawings or something. And it would have been a lot faster if you would have had it actually scroll through this thing automatically, so you don't have to keep pushing the button. But they would have an option where you control the speed of the text going across the screen for people who can't read that fast. All I know, if I have to go through another like 8 to 10 minutes of this. So annoying. I know they're trying to add, you know, time to this game because the actual gameplay moments of the game are actually really, really short. I went through that little battle scene in like maybe 5 or 7 minutes. Yeah, the individual stages and fights are not very fast, so this extra, you know, text or whatever just adds length to the game. But then again, it's like I can't really say shit, because one of my favorite games of all time is Ninja Gaiden on the NES. You can beat that game if you're really, 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 really good. You could probably go through that whole entire game in probably like, I don't know, I think some speedrunners went through it in like maybe under 2 hours. But you can go through that game in probably, you know, 2 to 3 hours. But since the game is so hard, I remember it took me a month to beat that game as a 13-year-old. Like a 12, 13-year-old. I think I got on my 13th birthday. Yeah, and it took me a month. It took me a month to beat it, and it was just dying, trial and error. I finally got to the end of the game one day, and then oh my god, it was like every time I would get close to beating the final boss, something would happen and I would die. One day I finally conquered it. I was so relieved, so happy. But it took me a month. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Like, I would say if you can get this game for, like, if you just want to play the game, if you can just get the standard copy without the soundtrack, if you can get it for like under 15 bucks, I would say that's a good deal. And it's like, I wouldn't say unless you're a collector of sexy, you know, fan-serving games. It's like, unless you're a collector, then I would only pay no more than 25 at the most for this game. You know, a really good, you know, used copy. If you can get it new, you can probably get a new copy between like $25 to $35. But all the copies I sold, that I bought for $9.99, yeah, I sold all of those out probably within 3 weeks after buying them. Because there is... Senran Kagura series does have a small devout following of fans. Some of them really like the characters, like the lore. Every fan has their favorite girl. I didn't realize the rabbit hole of the fan base was till I joined the Senran Kagura group. The cool thing about the fan base, I would have to say it's probably 65% dudes and 35% girls. There's quite a few young women who like this series of games. And I would say if it didn't have like the buxom character models and, you know, the jiggly bosoms, I think it would be a good series for young girls, to be honest. If it didn't have the fan-serving parts of it, it's with the storytelling and how the story is and how the characters are, it's a very girly type of game. Nothing really masculine about this game whatsoever. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing really masculine unless you consider the actual action gameplay of it and the fights. But beyond that, it's just girls, female ninjas living in a world where they go to school, be trained to be female ninjas and fighting evil female ninjas and that kind of shit. That's basically about it. And I really paid attention to the whole text that was going on across the screen. It's weird because these games like this are kind of normal now, so there's not people who are gamers don't really have any shock and awe. I would have to say the early 2000s video games did that, when games were like, there was a lot more random mature titles. Oh my god, I changed Haruka's look. I changed her look. That's not how she normally looks. But yeah, the early 2000s had a lot of mature titles. A good chunk of the games had cursing. You could, with GTA, be named normal for games to be edgy with cursing and whores, and you had games with nudity, breast physics. It was like, oh my god, the early 2000s, I would say the sweet spot for me was definitely the PS2, GameCube, and original Xbox era of gaming. It's like between 2001 to around like 2009. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, about 2010 was like the sweet spot for gaming for me. It was the sweet spot. That's my gaming sweet spot. It's like, yeah, I'm old enough to remember the Atari era, but I never owned an Atari. I owned an NES, a Super NES, never owned a Genesis, but I have family members who did, so it was like I owned a Genesis, because every time I went to their house, we would just game on the Genesis all day. first Sega system I ever owned was a Saturn and a Dreamcast. Got a Dreamcast later. What? No! Did my instructor go bad? No, that has to be somebody, somebody in disguise. Yeah. Probably one of Haruko's puppet. Yeah, Haruka, she likes Abari. She just basically wants something cute to cuddle. I will say one thing about the game. I love the game's character designer and illustrator. They're a really good artist. The art is really cute. It's very simple, kind of cartoony style. I've seen the person's actual pencil work and whatever. Yeah, it's simple. It's simple cartooning, but the color work is very well done. You kind of take, you know, basic flat colors, but they're very vibrant colors, and that's where it sets this game apart. I wonder if there was a block. I don't think there's a block button in this game, but I think you do have a counter button. You got to push it at the right time to deflect people's attack. All right, let me whip out the manual here. Did I use the DLC? Wow, this DLC doesn't expire until 12/31/2029. That's called longevity right there. Because usually, what was it? My DLC little code that I got for Sakura Wars, it expired this year, April of this year. Let's see. What is that block button? Okay, the lock on button is R2. Definitely got to turn that off. Okay, guard parry is R1 button. That's all I needed to know. God, how much of this talking do we gotta go through? This game should have came out before 2010. This game should have came out before 2010, in my opinion. Granted, when did the first game came out? I don't know if it was like, maybe it was 2010, 2011. Around that time, the early Senran Kagura games came out. But I think it was definitely before the whole Me Too era started to get batshit crazy. Alright, so now I gotta fight Haruka. Alright, definitely want to do lock on if it's a one-on-one battle. Yeah, that's not how she normally looks. She usually has a much skimpier outfit. Oh damn, I got lit. Oh shit! Oh, my battery's dying. Oh shit. Damn, he get hit with that. Okay, I gotta learn that fucking knock on button because she's whooping my ass. Okay, I see what she's doing now. Oh, that was so cute. She's annoyingly cute. Oh my god, this bitch. There we go, now I got her ass. Yeah, they got that old school. They got that old school Senran Kagura difficulty where oh my god, I'm just getting wrecked. Where it's but I got something to figure that shit out. God damn, bitch. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we got some OTGs. Oh, crap. She switched. I think one of the reasons I got through the second game so quick was I would go through old missions and level them up. Yeah, that's her original hairstyle, except it's pink. I would level them up. Okay, now she got all her health back. That is just not fair. There we go. Yeah, this method is hella cheap, but it works. I just spam this move like all the time. I wish you had like a better run button. Oh my god, that move is so cheap. Ah! Getting all her clothes ripped off. Hey, bitch. Computer's smart. Okay, they got blocked. Okay, I can hold down the R1 button to block. That's nice. Oh, this bitch. Oh, Jesus, this is just annoying. Okay, I got her Sea of Stars. Oh my god, she's fucking me up right now. That would have killed me. Another thing that I used to do is get them trapped near a corner or a wall. Right now, I'm just trying to build up meter. Oh, I'm not dead? Shocked. Did I get her? Oh no, she's not dead. She is stunned though. Press the wrong button. Okay, I'll jump off that roof. Gotcha, bitch. I think I beat her. Oh, boobies. Oh my god. See, if this game would have came out before 2010, this game would have been uncensored. I'm sure you can get this game on a PC, and there's probably mods to uncensor it. Even though you'll probably feel like a perverting scumbag to play this game uncensored. But due to the nature of it, it makes more sense. Yeah, this game is challenging when you're under-leveled. Yeah, Habaru is extremely naive. Why does she have the scroll in the first place? Oh no! Hopefully Yaki will come here and save her ass. Nope, maybe not. Alright, let's see what we got here. Did I level up once? Nope. Yeah, that's pathetic performance. Yeah, her attack is it's under 100. Yeah, it's a struggle. And this is on medium difficulty. I did get quite a bit of money for that fight though. Waiting at the hospital. Return to Ninja Room. Yes, please. Because... crap, I didn't want to continue the story. Actually, I think this was probably something I don't know. I have to watch the first season of the anime over again. Yeah, the evil girl ninjas, they're not really evil. They're more chaotic neutral. You follow Dungeons and Dragons way of describing characters. They just don't want to be like, if you're a good shinobi, you're just very self-righteous, you know, self-righteous about your morals and your ideology. But if you're chaotic neutral, anything goes, especially if you're out there trying to just make money, make a living. It's like, where good favors few, evil accepts all. Yeah, you're not really evil. You're just more like chaotic neutral. Yep, life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. I wonder if it's gonna switch the game over to the evil character side. God, man, there's just so much text. It's like the battery on my controller might die before I go through all this text. So once this is over, I'm probably gonna call it a night because I gotta charge my controller up. Probably bust a save. Well, at least they have some curse words in this text. Well, they had it in other games too, like shit and bitch. They never, I don't think they drop any F-bombs. Oh man, these texts is just annoying. I don't even know what character they're supposed to be telling this story. Is it Haruka? Like I said, I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, just for FYI for people who watch my channel, I'm going to do regular streaming. Wednesdays are going to be my Waifu Wednesdays days. That's where I will play all my anime, fan-serving, weird, wacky games, as well as some Japanese RPGs. On Wednesdays, I'm going to have Fight Night Fridays, where I will just play like a random fighting game. Saturdays will be Sexy Libre. Every Saturday will be my Sexy Libre 2K19 content. And then on Sundays will be my Let's Plays of Skyrim, my adventures of Melfina will be on Sundays. So that will be my regular streaming schedule from now on. So I will be streaming 4 days of the week, but they will be specific games. Because I know my streaming schedule is random and all over the place. I will go probably as long as a month without streaming anything. But I don't really know what my subscribers want. I know I gained 30 plus subscribers after I started doing W2K22 content. I don't know. I don't get too many comments. I don't get comments that often, so I don't know really what my subscribers want or what my viewers want as far as my content. nobody really tells me anything. So I just been winging it. It's funny because one of the people I subscribe to, she's a live streamer. She hasn't live streamed in like 9 months. And she started live streaming tonight. And I'm like, whoa, it's been a while since I've seen her stuff. She got over like 1,000 something videos on her channel. And she only got just over 100 subscribers. I think I got over 100 videos on my channel. And I got 66 subscribers. Yeah, 66. And I don't really know. Like I said, this is just my therapy channel. You can play some games, talk to myself. Hoping somebody will come in, chat it up in the comments. My God, this is annoying. This is worse than Estival versus how long these fucking visual novel things are taking place here. All this text, all this other stuff. Yeah, if they would have had some cutscenes showing the action instead of just these still shots of the city or background, it's boring. It's not going to keep nobody's attention. Granted, I do have the attention span to sit here and read this, but it doesn't make good live streaming content at all. Yeah, the person at this point of watching the live stream, they probably could get up, take a bathroom break, make a late night snack. The reason I jumped into doing this live stream, I just posted up some new artwork on my social media, my Instagram. I posted it up, but nobody was liking it. I'm like, man, like some of the recent pieces I posted, I got some good interaction. And I knew this one I posted up was kind of a hot mess. I spent a little bit too much time and put a little bit more oomph into it. And sometimes, like I said, like I tell people, you can do too much when it comes to art. And I think I did too much to where the art kind of comes off like a hot mess. Should have just kept it simple like the previous piece. I thought the previous piece I did was too simple, but people liked it anyway. That's the crazy thing about art. You could spend 4 hours on something simple and it'll get lots of attention, and then you could spend like 6 to 8 hours on something highly detailed, to 12 hours on something you feel is really, really good, but people looking at it will think it's total shit. But you know, that's art. That's something you deal with as an artist, where it's like, but I knew the piece was a hot mess. I knew it was flawed, but I have put up shittier shit and they have gotten shit ton of likes. But this recent piece, I think I posted it like around 7, 8 o'clock. But it is Monday. Well, now Tuesday. But it was Monday when I posted it. And posting it that late, like most of the people on the East Coast, not in California, they're probably getting to bed, bad time, they're off of social media. So usually I try to post stuff before like 5 or 6 p.m. on my social media. That way you're gonna get the most traction. But I have moments where I post stuff like hella late at night, and by the time I wake up in the morning, I'll get like a buttload of like likes and whatever. Golly, this is taking forever. Is it over yet? Please tell me it's over, so I can bust a save. Hey, there's Asuka. Oh my god, I think I changed her look too. Well, I kept her hair kinda sorta. I don't know. No, that's not what's her name. I changed her hair.
ひばりのことなら心配無用だ。ホムラちゃん？
Oh, there's Homer. Oh yeah.
何しに来た？ひばりはヘビ女の生徒に。ひばりはヘビ女に転校した。ひばりちゃんが半蔵学院を辞めるわけがない。変な嘘をつかないで。私は嘘などついていない。そんなのまあいい。簡単だろ。みんな。
I don't want to fight this bitch yet. I probably got to level Asuka up, but I think Asuka's probably my highest level character. I don't want to fight over I really don't. I kind of like her design. To me, I guess you could say I'm an Asuka fan of this series. Even though I know I like the girl with the fists. She's like my favorite. Oh yeah, they got like a breaker. Bitch. Oh yeah, that's another thing that annoys me. They do that whole rise up off the ground. Yeah, the computer can do parries too, so you gotta watch out for that shit. Okay, now I got her dizzy. See, the whole thing is like you gotta get her dizzy to complete your combo so they don't counter out of that shit like she's doing now. Ah, she got me. There's just something about her juicy fruit colored. Juicy fruit was like this old school like gum that came out like, I don't know if the late 70s or early 80s. God, I hate that move she keeps doing. I made her transform. Good. It's good. I made her transform before I transformed. Hopefully I can finish this battle before my controller dies. There we go, bitch. Sorry about that, folks. My controller died right in the middle of that fight. My controller died. So I'm going to call it a night before this controller dies again. But for those of you guys who stayed and watched, thanks for watching. For those of you guys who will watch later, thanks for watching. Stay safe and God bless. You guys have a good night.